Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reviewing and ranking all of my hydrating Korean face mists. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください. Mists are a must-have for someone like me who has dehydrated skin, and they are just such a quick and easy fix for parched skin, and I feel like everyone could definitely benefit from a good face mist. I will be ranking these Korean face mists from best to not so favorite. With that being said, of course, I do have to start with my absolute holy grail #1 favorite face mist, the Dalba First Spray Serum. I have been obsessed with the Dalba mist for quite a long time now. If you have watched me for a little while, you probably would have heard me talk about it already. I think the first time I really raved about it was my 2020 Best of Beauty video. So at least a year and a half I have been using this, and I think it is officially something that I cannot live without. This portion of the video is sponsored by dalba, which is super exciting. I worked with them in the past when I was initially introduced to the dalba mist, which I am so glad that happened, and thank you for recognizing my love for your products. I am always gushing about this product, but I feel like I haven't really gone into depth about its benefits and what makes it stand out compared to other mists. So we're going to do a bit of a deep dive today. So this mist has a cult following in Korea. It initially blew up because it was used by a lot of Korean flight attendants who would use it to quickly and effectively replenish the skin's hydration and moisture during those long flights in the really dry cabin air. It has since sold over 10 million bottles globally and is also loved by celebrity makeup artists to kind of achieve that effortless, glowy, dewy look. What I love the most about this product is its versatility. It is essentially an all-in-one product that you can use in any step of your skincare routine as well as on top of your makeup. When you look at the bottle, you can see two layers. The bottom layer is the essence layer that hydrates and supplies nutrients to the skin. It includes Dalba's signature ingredient of white truffle, which is super bougie, but it is also known to help with signs of aging like fine lines and wrinkles. Then you have the top oil layer, which is going to replenish your skin with moisture and add that glow with avocado oil. It is a rich yet lightweight mist that keeps your skin looking dewy and well moisturized long term throughout the whole day, and it truly feels like a treat for your skin. I've also talked about the user experience a lot as well because it is just so good, and I feel like not that many people talk about user experience of skincare products, but I feel like it just adds like a whole nother level to loving that product. I actually haven't applied any today. My skin is looking like pretty glowy, but let's apply this and see the difference it makes. So the mist is super fine, and also the smell, I don't even know what it is, but it just has this amazingly kind of luxe, elegant smell to it that I just can't get enough. Like, look. I feel like I don't really need to say anything. It shows right away. Look how amazingly glowy and dewy and hydrated and plump my skin looks. I would recommend using it in the first step of your skincare routine after cleansing. Obviously I did it earlier, but make sure you do shake it up to mix the oil and essence layer. If you do have dry or dehydrated skin, you can also layer it in between your skincare steps to give that hydration and a little bit of extra moisture. And then lastly, one of my favorite ways of using it is to spray it on top of makeup like I just did. It makes any foundation look seriously so glowy and flawless. Pretty much like 9 out of 10 times when you see a video of mine on YouTube, I have sprayed this before filming. It is just that product that I need in my life and will probably continue to use forever because I have not found a mist by any other brand that does it quite like the dalba mist. Obviously I could talk about that one forever, but let's move on to the Beaudiani Infusing Collagen Concentrate Mist. This little guy is some new age mist. It wasn't a brand that I had tried before, but I initially used it when I went on a little staycation with my partner Logan, where we stayed in a hotel for a couple nights, and I thought it was nice and small to travel with instead of my regular toner bottles, and it was really easy to use as well. I was pleasantly surprised at how replenishing this was. It kept my skin well hydrated and plump, even in a hotel room with aircon on constantly, which is not something my skin usually deals with. Why I say new age mist is the collagen factor. If you have done a little bit of research about applying collagen topically, you would probably already know that the molecular size of collagen is too big to be absorbed by the skin, so it's not quite practical in skincare. Although this mist does use hydrolyzed collagen, which supposedly does have a smaller molecular size, so it can somewhat be absorbed by the skin. Don't quote me on that because obviously I am not a scientist, but I was really impressed and liked the different approach that Beaudiani had on collagen in skincare. So I had been using it for a while and felt it was good. It absorbed quickly, even with a small amount. It was really hydrating and it felt like it really did hydrate into the deeper layers of my skin. And then I realized I was missing a huge factor that was a part of this mist. I actually received this little vial of 100% collagen powder, and I thought it was like that, was it CosRx who did that Seeker powder, how you're supposed to mix it in with any product that you have and get the benefits of the ingredient, but you're supposed to put it in the mist. I think that is just so cool. Whether it adds like true benefits by adding the powder into the mist, I think it's just something like really innovative and different that I feel like I haven't seen in other brands. And I don't know, it might be like a placebo effect, but I did feel like it made the mist a little bit richer and it helps retain the moisture better in my skin as well. I would probably recommend this one for drier skin types. Next, I do have the Holika Good Cera Super Ceramaide Mist. I wanted to mention this one next because I feel like it is quite comparable to the Beaudiani mist, but a fraction of the price. These two sell for around the same price, at least on YesStyle where they sold both of these, but the Holika is 120 mils compared to the 50 mils that is the Beaudiani, making it more than double the volume. So if you are on a budget, I feel like this is a great one to try out. I would say they are similar in regards to the hydration level, finish on the skin, as well as user experience. It's in the name, but it uses ceramides as the main ingredient to moisturize and protect your skin barrier, and it does just that while hydrating and not being overly oily. This is the one I actually keep by my bedside, and I tend to spritz a little bit before I go to bed, since it does kind of create that layer, that barrier that's going to keep everything locked in and hydrated until the next morning. It does also have a wonderfully fine mist for like a budget option. The mist is beautiful, fine, so it doesn't drip down the face and go into your eyes. I will have to mention that it does have fragrance with a number of essential oils, including lavender, orange, lemongrass, chamomile, bergamot, and geranium. So there is quite a bit of essential oils, and it's a fair bit more of a complex ingredients list compared to the Beaudiani. So if that is something that sensitizes your skin or that is a concern, this one does not have any fragrance or essential oils, whereas this one does. Next is the HaruHaru Wonder Black Bamboo. The HaruHaru Wonder Black Bamboo Mist. This mist is for you oily combo skinned folks out there. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys. Obviously, mists that work for my dry and dehydrated skin is going to rank higher in my books, but this one has definitely impressed me in the short while that I've been using it. Another one with a beautifully fine mist. I know I talk about that a lot, but to me, it seriously makes or breaks a mist from that like fineness and user experience. I would easily not choose a mist if it doesn't have the right spray to it. And this one you can spray no worries, any day, anytime, any season. It is essentially a pure veil of hydration that instantly absorbs into your skin without feeling sticky. It does use bamboo extracts as one of the main ingredients, which is antioxidant rich and is known for having really good benefits for acne prone skin as well. It does have a smell to it. To me, it honestly smells like like musk or like a hint of licorice, but not in a bad way, like in a really good way. It's really subtle. I did read a review where someone said it was the most pleasant baby powder smell. So a lot of people seem to like the fragrance to it. It is very fresh. It's not bothersome. It is subtle. So if that doesn't sound bad to you and if you have more oily combo skin, I feel like you would absolutely love this mist. All right, so the final two are a tie and they rank around the same level for me. First, the Dear Klairs Fundamental Ampule Mist. This one is actually the most emptied one other than the dalba mist. So you might be like,
doesn't that mean that you really liked it?
But I've actually had it for a really long time and have been struggling to empty it to the point where it will probably soon become a body mist for me. I really wanted to love it and I actually thought I would definitely love it because I absolutely adore the serum that is in the same line, but it seems to be a little too much. I have dry and dehydrated skin as mentioned, but I feel like it's almost too moisturizing to be a mist. A lot of people seem to love it, and yes, it is great at moisturizing, replenishing, and plumping the skin, but it does seem to leave a bit of stickiness and oily residue, so I feel like it would be better as like a palm to face toner rather than a spray mist. They do recommend to use it as a first step after cleansing, so maybe I am using it wrong, but I feel like I kind of expect to be able to use a mist throughout the day and to layer in between skincare steps, but this one just ends up being too heavy even for my skin. I absolutely love the ingredients in it. It uses green tea water as the base, cucumber, rice, okra, a lot of kind of skin refining, soothing, and antioxidant rich ingredients. I feel like it would be great for like a photo shoot where you want to look super dewy and like a glazed donut, but like realistically speaking, I feel like it's not quite that practical to use in kind of your everyday routine. I definitely wouldn't recommend it to those who have oilier skin types. Lastly, I do have the Vita B3 Mist Toner. This one is such a shame because it ticks a lot of boxes, but the user experience just did not cut it for me. I have been using this one straight out of the shower, so when I step out, I apply a generous amount of this and then I get to wiping my body and stuff so I don't lose hydration straight out of the shower. It has a number of star ingredients like 3% of niacinamide, which is going to help even out skin texture, tone, and all of the above. It also has tranexamic acid and vitamin C, which is going to help brighten your skin. On the bottle itself, it says to reduce the appearance of dullness and uneven skin tone. So it is kind of like a brightening, glowy, dullness reducing mist. It is nice and lightweight, super refreshing, and a generous 200 ml bottle. But the spray is just a little rough. I don't know if you can tell here, but the spray is pretty strong and it disperses really widely, so you end up losing quite a bit of product, so you end up having to use more of it, but it doesn't exactly sink in right away and it ends up dripping down my face. It does also get into my eyes fairly easily and it stings. Like I'll have it on, spray it, and literally I'll go like 20-30 seconds and it seems fine, and then I'll like angle my head and then it'll just like seep into my eyes and sting them. It's just something I have to be like cautious of how much I use and how I use it, which is just not ideal. Although I do think it'll be a good one for summertime or for oilier skin types, even on your body and that, since it is light and once it absorbs it doesn't leave that tacky feeling. But compared to elegant mists like the dalba mist, it's just not that much of a joy for me to use personally. Those are all the Korean face mists that I have been using. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you do want to check out any other videos in relation to K-beauty, here are a couple of my favorites. Please check them out. And if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do right here. I will very much appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!